My oldest son tells me that the hardest part about getting accepted into college and earning scholarships was learning to fill out the little bubble form for the SAT. Number 2, don't let any stray marks. All that. He was really daunted by that simple logistical thing because as homeschoolers, we'd never done standardized tests like that before. It may be a bit of exaggeration to say that it was the hardest part about getting accepted, but whether you're looking at college for a job or college for high-level academics or not college for a whole host of other things that you might be pursuing, there's nothing about high school that necessarily needs to be giantly daunting. And a lot of people are daunted by it. Now, that same son, for what it's worth, went for 4 years to Luther College and graduated with a major in classics and minors in Scandinavian studies and German. He took over where we left off in Latin. At 13, he taught himself Anglo-Saxon. He knows about 10 languages now, either reading or fluent speaking and dead languages. He went on to get a master's degree from the University of Iceland in Old Norse, a master's degree from Trinity College in Dublin in Old Irish, and he's been accepted into the PhD program at Cambridge in England to continue his study of languages. For him, it was college and it was exciting and languages and all that stuff was really cool and exciting. Now, that's one child. We homeschool 7 children, and they're all different. And that's one of the exciting things about homeschooling. My one son hasn't had any college at this point, and he's a sous chef at a James Beard award-winning restaurant in Seattle. Not a small accomplishment at 21. And more importantly, he's pursuing the stuff that he wants to pursue and the things that he wants to do. My 7 kids are all taking their own trajectories towards what it is to be an adult. And as far as I am concerned, and as far as my wife is concerned, all of them are the culmination of where we began as homeschool parents. We want to talk this coming week about why high school is easy to teach in certain ways. And it's easy in part because it's the proof of the pudding moment. So it's scary and daunting in one way. It's scary and daunting in that we're really trying out our theories. We said for however many years that if we go this direction, our kids will get curious and excited and engaged and they'll pursue things. And if they're not, a lot of times we want to swoop in panicky and say, oh, we got to start drilling this and drilling that and drilling the other thing. And you know what? If your kids aren't curious and excited about learning, teaching them to learn drills isn't necessarily going to make them excel. It might make them acceptable. I don't know about that because I've never pursued acceptable. But if you want to pursue lives full of passion and meaning, which includes careers full of passion and meaning, and to do careers full of passion and meaning, often excellence is a part of that. It gives you freedom to do more things if you excel and if you find your way in educationally, credential-wise, professionally into a high-level world. A lot of people start looking at their child's weaknesses. You know, an appropriate thing to do. Very appropriate thing to do. But often we lose sight of their strengths and what their glory is in. High school is a wonderful time precisely because people at that age, 13, 14, 15, 16, and up, become self-directed. It was at 13 that my oldest son began to teach himself Anglo-Saxon because for him that mattered. That was the part of the world he wanted to understand and wants to understand most of all. Oftentimes, we've decided on a career path or an idea of what a career path would be based on economics, based on how to get a job. I don't know how much to tell you about those things. If that's the highest of all goods, I don't have much to say. If it is one of many considerations, then I think there's a lot to be said.